Well, hello there, it's Kriint and welcome to another speed build. This week I'm building a penthouse, which was a nightmare to build. I started building that actually according to the footage 1 month ago. I wanted to build a modern house. If you go back in the speed builds, I wanted to build a modern house, and I think I built an affordable one. I don't even recall the name of it, but I recall it looked nice. I wanted to build something modern, and this turned out to be pretty big. I wonder why. So I couldn't really furnish it within a day. I mean, again, I wonder why. So I built that. And I actually left that because I, after that, built the modern family house, the Dunphy house. So it was basically just sitting there. And the thing is, as I mentioned in previous speed builds, I lost basically all my Sims 4 folder. So I had to rebuild that. And the upsetting thing is, usually I cut off the landscaping, and in this video it took me forever, I recall, to decide how I wanted this house to be. I was not sure if I wanted it to be in the edge of the build. You will see in a point I had it there, just shot of it being there. But I was not really feeling it, so I experimented a lot until I found what it worked for me. So I decided to not even record all of that because it was rather frustrating, me changing the build back and forth. I decided at one point that I wanted the front of the house to be the back of the house, and the other way. So it was basically a lot of footage, me changing my mind, and I decided to not even record that. So I did not have the final, the way basically it finally looked like when I lost all of my Sims 4 folders, which means all of my game and all of my saves and all of my builds. But thank God I had uploaded on Twitter a photo of it, so I could kinda get the look of it. So yeah, I could kinda replicate it. And the good thing is that I had also the footage up to a point, because I lost only what I had on basically folder C and not on a different storage folder where I keep all the recordings and whatnot. So I was able to kind of replicate it. To be honest, I recall that I really liked what I did with the exterior, the whole landscaping theme, and I could get what I did in the front, you will see that, but in the back I had no idea what I've done, because as I told you, I built that straight up literally 1 month ago. And I sat down to rebuild that, I think, the previous week. So I think it's pretty much reasonable to not recall what I've done. So yeah, up to this point is what I have done, and then you will see a whole lot change. We will just jump into the interior, because I could really record what I build, but then I think we're not gonna build on the interior. I think I'm gonna continue on the exterior. I wasn't sure how to actually continue that and whatnot, so I decided let's not even show the landscaping and all of that, but I did show you the backyard, which, oh my god, I loved it. It looks so good. As you can see, yeah, the whole landscaping thing is done, and I did a small thing on what I wanna do and what I don't, and those, I'm not sure how they're called. I think they're called sunbeds. I forgot to actually record them, but oh my god, I loved them. I actually used those little things that came with Dine Out that you will see that I used elsewhere too. Those wooden boards that you can see here as the back, and then I used those some sort of pillars that came with Get to Work, that are like some sort of a half F without like the middle line. So I used these to actually create like the square, and I just put around those nice curtains that came with Parenthood, I think, that are like semi-transparent. So I really like that. I really like that. Here I really wanted to have obviously an area that you can sit and eat, but I could not really fit it. And I felt like that's a nice... Oh yeah, you can see them actually better. I did not recall that I included them or not. Yeah, I don't know, I think they look so nice. Obviously you cannot really use them like to lie down or how you would use them in real life. You know, like a little makeout session or basically sitting there reading a book or whatever. But I don't know, I really like what they add on the whole aesthetics, so I really wanted them there. And yeah, I think the table, like the exterior dining table, I think it looks really nice. Like you can really look at the whole city and stuff, and I'm like, hell yeah. And here in the pool, I wasn't really sure. I wanted something there. I didn't really wanted to completely hide it off. So I went with the fountains, no. Those things, just the running water things, waterfalls. That's the word I'm looking for. And can I talk about the mirrors? When I showed this to my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm not sure what do you think. And he's like, they look like a portal to a different dimension. I was not sure if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but I decided to leave it. I think it really adds something, like, I don't know, to the whole thing, like the aesthetics of the house, and I was like, hell yeah, I like that. So I left that there, and I think we're pretty much done with the exterior. I was so excited to build the backyard, but when I moved to the interior of the house, I had the worst time. So I think like 2 weeks ago, Deligracy and James, what's his YouTube name? The Sim Supply, uploaded like a video, a big house that Deligracy did the interior and James did the exterior. So I'm like, that looks good. And at the point I was like, can I send that to Deligracy to furnish it? I so did not want to do that, but I'm like, well, let's be realistic. She was never gonna do that because no one knows who I am, so yeah. So I kind of really forced myself to build that. Even from the entrance, like making the shape of the rooms, building the entrance. I built a room and then stopped, did something else, built a room, then stopped, did something else. This, like, to edit was kind of a nightmare because there were all these different clips, and usually it's either like 2 or 3 big clips that I sit down for X amount of hours and I just build it. But oh god, it took forever. I did not like anything. I did not know how to furnish it. I was not sure about the style because my modern game, it's like so off, so I had to go on House, and it's a website, by the way, and look different styles to decide what I want. But even that, like the layout of the house was so not helping me. And oh god, I think at the end it kind of works. Like, but oh gosh, it took me so long, and straight up I was so frustrated. There were so many times I was like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I actually recall I sat down last Monday to build the interior, and my boyfriend had to go like grocery shopping, which we usually go together, but I was like, okay, you go and I'll sit around do that. Otherwise there's no way to do it. And I was straight up so frustrated at the point when he came home like, let's just go outside, I cannot build. So we had to go like for a walk. It was like, you will see, I'm trying to build something minimal, something modern, something that looks luxurious, but it's a home that people live, and it ends up actually fitting up to 10 Sims. So it's like, You don't want a completely empty house, completely minimal. If you have a family, I think that's not going to be realistic, to be completely honest. So I was like, I don't want that. So I was truly struggling to find a good balance between these two. Like to not make it look completely empty, and like you will see, I will try to move everything around. I think I cut that off. Also, side note, did you see how this pillar actually did like this little corner thing? None of the other pillars did that, and I was like so intrigued by it. Like, holy shit, it does that, but none of the others did it. I'm like, why? So yeah, whatever. It took me so long straight up to actually came up with something that kind of works. The living room can actually fit 6 sims. I think, yeah, it actually can fit 6 sims. But the entire house can fit 10. I think, though, it's because all of the double beds. I think we have 3 double beds. But I didn't really want it to be like for 10 sims. So I kind of designed everything to be for 6 sims, to be honest. But of course, you know, whatever. You will see me making so many changes. Like, it's kind of frustrating. I think I kept most of them off. I think I finished this build like sometime the previous week, and like the edit and everything, so I don't really recall what I did. But I really love like what I did with the fireplace. I think it looks really modern and really sleek, how the fireplace looks, but it adds something with this shelf on top. So I was like, really into that. I don't know, I was just trying to put details around so it doesn't look like bland and bleh. So it was, God. Like, just looking at it, I'm frustrated of how long it took me. Also, trying to add color around the house was truly a struggle, because most of the photos that I found were basically on white and black and everything, but I don't really like how that looks in the sim. It turns out to look really bland and really boring, so trying to add color was kind of hard, to be honest. I was not sure with what colors I want to go with. Everything was a struggle, but hey, it kind of worked in the end. Also, if you see like that little space behind the wall there, it was supposed to be basically a space overlooking, because on top like there's another floor, and on top of that there are like these little dance floors that can allow lighting, and I love that. I love the idea of actually, you know, allowing natural light to go like down all these floors. But I was not like thinking that when I originally built it, so I have to do a bit later, like a little modification. You will see we will go with a full wall there and add those arches, because it really messed up the lighting of the house, and I did not like that. The kitchen, originally I hated it. I felt like it was a small kitchen for such a big family. I don't really think that such a small kitchen should be for such a big family. Like, this kitchen is acceptable as it was before for up to 4 sims for me. Even that, I think it's an overstretch. I like big kitchens for big families. So I was like, what to do there? What to do? And I went with a little corner thing, and I think it looks amazing. I love it. But sadly, I had to move the fridge, and I had this empty area, and you will see next to the dining room, I had another little empty area. And I was like, where the hell do I put the effing fridge now? It was frustrating. I did not want the fridge next to the oven. I felt like that was a bit, I think, a bit an overstretch. So I decided to actually create a fridge room, which I think, like, I keep seeing that by the legacy, but to be completely honest, I think it's stupid. Does anyone have, like, a fridge room in their house? To me, it doesn't really make sense, and I thought originally to make a little office/play area for the kids. It was the only thing that I could think of, but oh my god. I don't know, I think I'm not really into it. I don't know. Is it like normal to have a complete room for fridges? Like, why would you do that? I mean, all that I can think of is like big restaurants having that. And then like massive restaurant chains having that. It's like, why would you have that in your house? So, yeah, I don't know. I used it because I did not know where else to put the fridge. So basically, yeah. While I was building this room, I had in mind like a very bossy office, but for a girl. Like, usually when you think of home offices, you either think like a very minimal thing that anyone in the family like can work from there or just basically go play, or you think like those extravagant offices that lawyers and people like that have. But usually you think of men, and I was not really into it, like, you know, big bookcases and old style. And I was like, no, we're going for a boss here, and she's a girl. So I used a lot of purple because I felt like it's a powerful color, and a lot of blacks, and I really like it. Actually, I was really proud of the office. This is another like entrance area, I guess. It had like this massive entrance, and to be honest, I wanted to add a second staircase, but no, thank God in Sims we cannot add diagonal staircases, because God forbid, who has diagonal staircases? Let's not even let's not even go there, because I feel like the house is massive, so having to go from the one side to the other just to go like a floor up, I think it's stupid. But I could not really add a second staircase, so it basically ended up looking another entrance, or I guess exit of the house, because you don't actually enter the house. But the good thing with this house is you can actually even place it on a normal 40 by 30 lot. The thing is, the side plants that you will see here, hue of like the box, the plants, I should probably say, will get cut off. But again, I think that's okay. It's not as bad. I think it kind of works. I hope, at least. I'm not completely sure. So something that I wanted to actually incorporate in the house was like, it has a weird shape. I don't know why I went with this shape. It is weird. I don't even recall where I got my inspiration from, to be honest, because it's a month ago. So I felt like, you know, maybe actually doing it like the one was built at that point and the other one was built way later. So you will see it has even different floorboards, because I don't know. I felt like, why not? I mean, yeah, sure, you can get the same floorboards, but I really like that contrast that it created. And you will see also I used different style on the hallways, so yeah, no, I really like it. And as you can see, I had to change a bit the rooms to make them work, so I can have like that overlooking light thing on top of the hallways, so yeah. I don't know, I used a different style on the hallways. As you can see, it's like some sort of a marbled or stoned walls. I don't know, I was like, man, that works, sure. So I don't really recall, but I think the house has, this is a nursery room. It's not necessarily for a boy or a girl. I don't feel like orange is a color for any of these two. So yeah, it's cute. I really like this room. It's really cute. It's not as modern. I mean, I imagine like a nursery could be modern just by having a nursery in white paint all around, very, very minimal. But again, it's an actual room. I don't want it to be super minimal. Like, why would any kid like a very minimal room? I don't know. I know that I grow up like in a house, not in a house, in a room basically that everything was built in the walls. It was like an entire bookcase system type of thing with the bed and the side table, the bedside table, and so many storage space straight up built in a wall. And I hated that. Like, Yeah, did it look minimal? Yes, it did. Did I like it growing up? No, I didn't. Hell no, I didn't. Because, at one point in every kid's life, they wanna change their rooms. Like, they think that their room is not good enough. It's like kiddie and stuff like that. So, as a kid, I grew up there, like, sure, it looks like a teen room, but it could be a teen room, but I did not like it. I could not change it, I could not get a new bed, I could not get, like, a new bedside table, I could not get a new desk, because all of these came in one thing, like, they matched. So it's like, I don't want to force my Sims into things that they cannot change, that they look very minimal and modern, and not have the ability to like change the room when they want. Because all of my friends, like at least the ones that I actually visit their houses, changed their rooms, and it was frustrating to not be able to change mine. All I could do is paint the walls, and that's all. Straight up, that's all. Oh, and once I got like a beanbag. Amaze balls, I know. Like, even the dressers, like, not the dressers, I guess the wardrobes were built in, like, really? It was frustrating, so you can imagine how excited I got when I got to move out of the house and do it however I want to do it. It was so exciting, like, I love it. I changed, like, I had stuff in our apartment very often, like I changed the paintings. We can get, whenever we want, like a new bedside table because I liked that and it looked cool and whatever. Like, we can change the desk because why not? And it's fun. Changes are fun. I like them, at least around the house, I think. Yeah. I don't know, I'm rambling. So what you saw was, I guess, girls' room. I don't know. I like the idea of two of them living together. I don't know, I guess twins, even though in such a massive house, why would you want any of your kids to live together? Let's be honest. Like, you have so much space, you wouldn't really make them live together unless you had so many kids that they didn't have anywhere else to stay. So yeah, but I don't know. I went with what is like currently modern and I guess on fashion, is like the interior thing on fashion. I don't know, whatever. Like all plants and these textures, at least I kind of try to resemble that, are like those big green flowers and leaves and stuff. So yeah. We also have two, I guess, one teen room, the one that you originally saw me building. It's more like, I guess, a geek on movies and sports and stuff, while the other one that I just built, it's more like, I guess, a kid in my mind that likes modelism and planes and, I don't know, stuff like that, and games. This in my mind, it was for the butler. But oh my god, I would love to be a butler and live in this room. So I feel like it could easily be, I guess, a room for a relative or something like that who would stay in this house, or whatever, like parents. I don't know, whatever you prefer. Even a butler, I just think it's such a massive room. And it's so pretty. I decided to make it into a butler's room because it's so far away from the rest of the house. And I don't know, if you have a butler, do you really want him? I feel like at least he needs his privacy, right? You don't really want him to be always on your feet. So yeah. The master bedroom. Well, this ends up being, I think, smaller than the butler's bedroom, but I really like it. It has this style that's not like super modern, that's not really the most expensive things. I really love what I found actually with this chair and did. I think it looks amazing. It's so cute, it's so nice. It's like a bit of a thrift thing, but then again, it looks modern, so I'm like, I like that. And behind there, we actually have like a small area. I for now use like this stool for people to sit, but I will change it into those makeup things, makeup vanity mirrors and stuff, because I don't know, I feel like I don't like putting my sims on makeup all the time. So whenever I want them on makeup, I like them using the vanity mirrors. So yeah. So here is the screenshot and the finished result. I'm actually kind of really proud of it. And I'm more excited for it to be done and not having to like deal with it anymore. So that's a good thing. But that also means that we only have one apartment left, and basically where the karaoke bar is on Fashion District. Yeah, so really excited for that. And you can see all the rooms. I tried to only take one picture of each room because I feel like too many pictures, like I don't really want to make the video too big. So yeah, if you really want to see all the rooms, I guess you can download the build. There is a link in the description down below that will send you to the gallery, or you can search my username there, which is the exact same as here, and you will actually see way many more builds. So yeah, but I try to at least take its like room from its best angle. So yeah, I really like those I put this screenshot twice. But yeah, I really like those darkies. Probably because of that. That's why I put the screenshot there twice. And the exterior, it looks kind of fun. Yeah, it looks kind of fun. I really like it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it and you actually like this build. Tell me your favorite thing about it. I would love to know. So I hope you will have an amazing day and take care. Bye!